Afro white linen, same
I don't know if y'all paying attention. Let me bring this shit back. Sky Dog. It's bringing you the daily doses of game. My man Garfield, he doing it real big with Hustler State. You know how it goes down. We got my man Hustler State 1000 there in the building. Dayton Bearcat Streaking on standby. My man M. Won't be pushing the buttons as usual. Stay paying attention.
Apple Mac Pro notebook, very far away from spots where we letting the
I'm shining.
I'm probably playing popping in iguanas with saltwater fish tanks, Oscars and piranhas.
Yes, sir.
Lucky landscape, green grass on the line, living like a boss down with koi fish in the pond. Ivory white linen, same shade as a swan, calling shots like Gotti.
Are you listening?
Bad hoes are doing BCBG and Tiffany. All I smoke is Tiffany. Wait till they get it with me. Flavor young butterfly, shrimp split fry, the Papado Gator Chuck cocktail. Now look at that plate, that's Hustler State. Come from hustling great. Don't be alarmed, you just entered the game farm. That's when she leaned in like Field. I want to kiss you so official. Through a
the fucking daily dose of the game.
Hold on, baby. I'm shining, baby. 26 is on my ride, and I shine when
we about to bring you the instructions to this fucking game.
I'm shining, baby. 26 is on my ride.
Garfield, Hustler State, 14 days.
I'm fly like a Martian, peep the way I spacewalk. You can't kill it like me, nigga, just know that. Futuristic nigga, y'all just living in the throwback. It's the rhyme spitter, aka Mr. Kodak. Picture perfect moment every time I post Kodak. Red carpet walking when she dancing the rag. A bad chick with me got a fetish for the Jacob bag. She fuck with me cause she love that country boy swag. A city nigga, she like the way my pants sag. Her eyes on me, my eyes is on her jag. She feeling like Usher cuz she got it bad. Check her man seal on my almond joy. She just don't know I'm trying to play her just like a Game Boy. Check the whip, she love the way the paint drip and the way the 26 is fit. Cause I'm shining, baby. 26 is on my ride, and I shine when I cross that line. I'm shining, baby. 26 is on my ride, and I shine when I cross that line.
Why the terms gangster with you, aka OG Diggity. I'm hanging out with the big homie, Hankin TV. Make sure y'all subscribe, support the brother. We out here doing big things. It's all good, baby. Y'all see we free, we out here enjoying life. Why? I want y'all to stop the violence, say no drugs, let's put these guns down. I'm out, baby. Gotta go.
This is a certified hood classic.
I used to be in my feelings, then I turned up and got a spot. I can't say how much I made in that bitch, I just know it was a lot. I don't care no more if she love me for real, long as she love my knot. They say, Unc, you hitting them with too much drip. I know I got a mop. I put my flow in the microwave, I know I got to blow, now it's hot. I was way too far ahead of my time, I had to slow down and stop. Before I pull up to the honeycomb, I got to go round the block. Looking in blind spots for any nigga think he on the low trying to plot. Go ahead.
Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Hankin TV, man. You feel what I'm saying? That's my boy. He put dope content over there.
What's up with this? Your boy JT. If I say I done it, I did it. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to Hankin TV tonight. I got a nice guest for y'all. I got a hip hop journalist, an entrepreneur, an activist. He also has his own show called the Taj Longino Show. He's interviewed a lot of people, a lot of celebrities. I'm gonna have him come on to tell us more about him. Like I said, I'm trying to expand the brand. You know what I'm saying? Reach out, touch different people, and like he say, educate through hip hop.
What's
up, Todd? What's up, Todd? You upside down.
What's good, Hankin TV? Hey man, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Hankin TV. Definitely like the intro song, brother.
Thanks. Hey, flip the phone again.
Okay. Hold on. I'm not sure. What's going on? Hold on.
probably gonna come back in. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. There we go. You cool? Okay, if you can, man, go ahead and introduce yourself to the people, man.
Hey man, I got a black screen on my end.
Do you?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me try something here. I don't know why it's
What you do? Go out and come back in.
Okay. I got you.
All right, all right. What's up, Big Wolf? If I get y'all moderators wrenches, man, go ahead. Y'all can drop y'all links in the comments, man. All right, here we go. You good now?
Yeah, we straight. We jiggy.
Okay, man. If you can't, go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
Hey man, it's first of all, I like to say my slogan, man. Wake up, goddammit. You know what I mean? This your boy Taj Longino, producer and host of the Taj Longino Show, straight from Naptown, Indiana, Midwest. What's up, Midwest? You know what I mean? And the thing that we do is, like you said, education through entertainment. We want to entertain you, but we also want to give you some games, some knowledge, some wisdom, something to put on your brain. You know what I mean? So, because like E40 said, without game, you ain't got anything.
Right.
And pretty much, you know, just to give you a little more about me, I was born in Atlanta, Georgia. I was born in College Park, right around the corner. Nobody ever believes me when I tell them the story, but me and Luda we lived on the same street, me and Ludacris. But I moved away at 10 years old, moved up to Nap, and I've been to Nap ever since, you know what I mean? And so we did hip hop, we did entrepreneurship, and I jumped into media, and I've been jumping in media probably about 2007 on Blog Talk Radio, before it was called a podcast. Before it was called anything, it was called Talk Radio at the time. And before it was popular, that's when I was involved in it. I'm still doing it. And we've interviewed everybody from Martin Lawrence all the way down to Mike Jones. You know what I mean? And we still going.
Right. Also, I put the link to his YouTube channel in the description. He got a dope documentary up, man. So slide through there, check out his documentary, man, to get his whole story. So you also was in the music industry at one point in time, right?
Yeah, you know, actually, that was my first passion. The rap was my first passion. Too Short's my favorite rapper. Anybody knows me personally know Too Short my favorite artist, man. He not the best, but he's my favorite. You dig what I'm saying? So I grew up on even though I was born in the South, I was attracted to West Coast hip hop before I was attracted to South hip hop. So when I first started writing my raps, I was writing it like I was Too Short because that was my favorite rapper. So when you listen to if you go to YouTube, right, you look up Go Get It TV, GOGETIT TV, and you look up Showtime, you will see I got some songs that I put up on YouTube that was actually on my second album called The Next Legend. Okay, I did 2 albums. First album was called It's a Player's World.
Right.
You know what I mean? Second album was called The Next Legend. Between Player's World and The Next Legend, I was trying to find my sound. I was trying to find, even though he's my favorite rapper, okay, I need to find my own voice. You know what I mean? Find my own style. So that's why those titles are so different and everything. But yeah, I was in the music game, and one thing that I learned quick, especially being in the Midwest, and you know this being in Dayton, man, ain't nobody checking for rap in the Midwest back then.
Right.
This was in the 90s. You see what I'm saying? So I didn't know, I was clueless to the fact that it costs a lot of money to get that music promoted, advertised, marketed, and how to do that whole thing. Me, you know, we from the 90s, man. I pressed up the CDs, I printed up the posters, and I hit the streets.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's how we did that, and it was costing me so much money between the first project and the next project. I had kids in between there. I was a young dude, man. I had kids, so I was like, I can't keep taking money away from the crib to support the music, even though I love it. I had to give it up, and I had to go to work. You know what I mean? I had to get back to handling grown man business.
Right.
You
So
know?
how did you end up? I know this story. I watched the documentary a couple of times. But for the people out there, how did you get into media and journalism?
So you already know the story. You watched the documentary, but basically, man, it was crazy because I was working at Walmart. I think Walmart was like my second job or something like that. So at the time, I was working in the pet department. I wasn't. Now this is the message I want to get across to your people. No, I don't have your typical story. I was not in the streets. I was not a trap star. I was not a street nigga. I was not, you know what I mean? I wasn't selling drugs. I wasn't doing gangbanging. I wasn't doing none of that. I worked everything from the branded hats to my hoodies to everything you ever see me do. I funded my entire love of entertainment through my job.
Right.
I punched the clock. I worked 40 hours, 80-hour weeks. I did what I had to do, man, but I did not hit the streets. The streets is not part of my story. I'm not a street nigga. I'm trying to tell you, you don't got to be in the streets to make your dreams come true. It's going to take you longer to get there, but you ain't got to worry about watching your back. You ain't got to worry about going to jail. You ain't got to worry about getting shot or robbed. You can do this legally, legitimately, especially now with the advancement of the internet and how you can make money online. You can do everything legal and still chase your dream. You don't got to be in the streets to do that and risking your life. So to answer your question, I was working at Walmart and customers used to come up to me and say, I got the voice for radio. Well, I used to ignore that shit. I just thought they was just trying to, you know what I mean? I used to ignore that. I didn't think none of it, but it kept happening. So me, I'm a natural born hustler. I'm going to try to go get some money any way I can. It's legal. You know what I'm saying? So what I did was I said, well, I kept hearing it. I called a good friend of mine named Jamila Wilkerson over at the Hype magazine. Need to link up with her. She told me about Blog Talk Radio. And she said, well, if you really want to get involved, then you're going to try it out. Go over there, try it out, see how you like it. So I came up with the title of my first platform. It's called Issues of Today. And it's really no different than what I'm doing with the Taj Longino Show. I just changed the name. But the whole premise of the show is still the same. To figure out how we become better as Black people every single day, how we can just get better as people, you know what I mean, as a culture. So I did that at Blog Talk Radio, man, and that's what I started. I told you this is probably 2007. I ain't looked back.
That's how I kind of started off. Track started off right before you could go live like this. You know what I'm saying? So I got some experience in Blog Talk too. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely understand where you're coming from, what you're saying, as far as like funding the dream through the job. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, I was in the streets, did 15 years in the joint, you know what I'm saying? It took me a while to get it together. But as of now, it's about the last 5 to 6 years, you know what I'm saying, I've been funding my dreams and my projects through my job, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely know what you're talking about. So tell us about your show, man.
The show is, like I said, is the whole premise, you know, the whole thing around the show is no different than when I started. You know what I mean? But I did something different. See, I changed with the times. I wasn't one of them people that was trying to beat it into your head through the same formats that nobody's doing anymore. So when the format was talk radio, I did it through talk radio. When I realized that things were switching over to video, I switched to video. You know what I mean? And then once I realized that it was everybody wanted to hear what the celebrity had to say, I started interviewing celebrities. Now they don't want it. Now it's really shifting towards me and you. They want the personality part. They want us now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the bigger we are, the bigger we get ourselves, that's what's selling right now. You see what I'm saying? The platforms is what's selling right now. So I mean that's a nugget right there for anybody who's in this podcast game, who just want to get it. Trust me, get yourself hot. That's what's popping right now. So my show is basically, I like to educate through entertainment. Basically, no matter if we're talking about business, whether we're talking about home life, whether we're talking about relationships, you know, whatever the topic is, we go through and we interview the celebrity. And we talk about entertainment. We talk about everything. You know what I mean? You know, not so much politics, because you really got to really know your shit when you're talking that politics guy. You know what I mean? You just
politics and religion, boy. You gotta kind of stay away from them topics.
Yeah, and if you don't know what you're talking about, and I'm not one of the people that's going to get up here and talk to you to death about something that I can't back it up. So I'll dab in that a little bit, but I'll leave that to the experts. You know, I'll leave that to everybody else. So basically, about my show is, you know, like I said, we've interviewed everybody from Jay Prince all the way up to Martin Lawrence. And our whole thing is when you come on our show, we want to lead the people with something. You know, I just interviewed a R&B legend that I didn't even know by the name of Lavelle. Man, there's so many nuggets in that interview, so much game in that interview. You know what I mean? Based on what we were talking, based on the topic of his new album called Promise to Love. I interviewed somebody before that named Alvin Garrett. He got a song called By Myself. Y'all need to look that up. That song is powerful, man. And like I didn't know these people, but they left so much value on the floor in the interview. And that's what we want you to walk. When you press play, we want you to walk away with some game. We want you to walk away with something like, damn, I didn't know that. That's the value of the Taj Longino Show. When you leave our show, you're going to leave with some knowledge. You're going to leave with something. You're not going to leave empty-handed.
Right. Thanks for sharing the live, Miss Parker. So we talking these celebrity interviews, you know what I'm saying? The purpose of my show is like it's a lot of talent, especially coming from the Midwest. And like we said, we don't get that much spotlight, that much shine. So the purpose of my show was kind of like to educate the people and also to give a voice and a spotlight to the people, to the jewels that's unseen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as these celebrity interviews, man, tell the people how was you going about getting these celebrity interviews?
Man, really, to be honest with you, man, people think I pull some magic wand stick or I don't know, man. We just did what we found contact information the best way we could. And we just sent the email. It was just really that simple. Some people said yes. Oh, this is what people don't understand. Like, you see the yeses because you saw the interview.
Right.
You don't see all the no's we get or the no responses that we get.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So, only thing I can tell people, man, if there's somebody out there you want to speak to, reach out to them. You never know what might happen. Don't worry about the fact you may or may not have the numbers. What I mean by numbers, your platform may not have the numbers to fit the guest, but just it's a shot in the dark. I never would have thought Jay Prince was coming on my platform to talk about his book, but he did.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I mean, Donnell Jones, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Mystical, Kelly Price, David Banner. The list go on, man. You just got to take a chance.
Definitely do. And I'll be trying to tell people too. I got some celebrity interviews, and I also got some coming up, man. And I done found it. Like I say, the purpose of the platform was to kind of shine light on the people that's unseen. But I done found it, man. The celebrities be more humble than the people who ain't made it yet, man. Sometimes.
Now I'm gonna disagree. I've had some celebrity interviews that I was just like, this shit is a waste of time. And these are people that you know. And if I say their name right now, you would know what I'm talking about. Right. And I'm gonna disagree with that. I think that and when it comes to the celebrity, it's all depending on what kind of day they done had. To be honest with you,
right?
You know what I mean? I done ran up on some. Like prime example. I was in LA at a music festival. All of a sudden, I'm just walking through, and I see Michael Eric Dyson on a regular day with a regular white tee on, chilling with his lady, and he's promoting his book. I didn't even know he was gonna be there.
Right.
So what I did was, it's a shot in the dark, right? I pulled him to this. Hey, I went up to him. Hey, can I speak? Hey, he had no problem doing it, and actually gave me the coldest intro. That man never met me before a day in his life, and gave me the coldest intro I ever had on my show. Ever. And if you watched the documentary, you saw it.
Yep.
Yeah, and so it's just really the people who haven't made it yet, who I call the underground or the underdogs. To me, they're the ones who really are appreciative of this media thing. Celebrities are used to media; it's nothing new to them. I think they've lost the appreciation for what the value of what media brings to the value of media brings. The people who haven't made it appreciate every single interview, whether it's a big one, whether it's a small one, because it's a chance for people that they may not know them to know about them now. Right.
And like I was saying, like you said, it's a double-edged sword. And I definitely agree with what you said about that. The problem, not the problem, but some of the incidents I done ran into where I say sometimes the celebrity is more humble than the person who hasn't made it yet, is because maybe I might be running to the wrong ones. Because some of them, they can act like they already done made it. That's the purpose of me inviting you on the platform, because I see you got some motion, and I think you just need that little push. But when I hit you up, they want to get Hollywood on me. I mean, I definitely ain't getting mad about it. You know what I'm saying? I keep going. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a yay or nay game. Because sometimes, you know what I'm saying, people tend to act like they done made it before they made it. You know what I'm saying? And I also agree with you, my fault. For the numbers, I don't believe how many people see. I believe it's about who see
it. That is very true. That is because you never know who's really watching this platform. Right. You know what I mean? You never know who's really watching, right? You just see the numbers. You see the analytics, right? But you don't know who's technically, you can't say it's such and such from New York watching. You don't necessarily know. But your job, our job, is just to put out the best content that we can. The best, and send out the best message. When you send it out, see, here's the thing, right? Let me say this. They got enough Vlad TVs out there, right? They got enough shade rooms out there.
Right.
So you bring one more messy platform, ain't really adding much. And it doesn't give people the necessary reason to come watch you unless you get the information before anybody else does. Which 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get it. You're going to pull it from somewhere else like they do. They steal the shit from somebody else. They post it, and it goes. There's no value in that, though.
Right.
Right? You're just adding on to the rest of the culture vultures that's out there. But when you got a platform of substance, when you got a platform of context, and man, when you got value, then it may take longer again because people are addicted. I say ignorance is the new intelligence.
Right.
People are addicted to the bullshit. But when the smoke clears, you're going to be still there. You're going to be still there. Excuse me, my bad. I'm sitting still too long. You're going to still be there because guess what? All that other shit is going to fade away.
Most definitely is. You know, that's why I stay away from the mess and the gossip in the celebrity news. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, I try to add value. And like we were saying, like it all depends on who see it. I seen where Tyler the Creator, he found a guy. He said he only had 6 views on YouTube, and he took him and turned him into a star. Because, like I say, it ain't about how many people see it, it's who see it.
Mm-hmm. And you know, even when I'm gonna tell you something. Like I'm gonna tell you a story about the Martin Lawrence interview. Right, the Martin Lawrence interview. When I did that interview, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I thought I ain't had to do nothing else. I thought we had made it, bro. It's gonna be a matter of time. By the time we get back to the crib, edit this up, post it, and then get out there, we off and running. I even hit Martin up. I took a shot in the dark. Like I tell people, the only thing they can do is tell you no. Right. I took a shot in the dark. I hit Martin up in his DM. I said, hey, bro, would you mind posting this on your social media? This is back when when IG was still kind of fresh and all that. But man, Martin reached back out to me, and he took that interview and he posted on his gram, on his Twitter, and on his Facebook. We talking about Martin Lawrence now. Right. We talking about before Bad Boy 3. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm just watching. I'm like, oh, hell yeah. Look at that, man. Shit. I ain't want to ask for another interview. You know what I mean? We off and running. That wasn't the case, man. It didn't turn out. It was a good look at the moment. And I salute him for doing that. I always appreciate him for that. But it didn't have the return that I was looking for. So sometimes it is, and sometimes they'll do a favor for you. But in the end, you still, we still got work to do.
Most definitely. Tell us about the merch, the line you got.
All right, so we see I got the Taj Longino Show hat. I used to sell these, but once we start pushing our slogan, "Wake Up, goddammit," and that's GOT, not GOD. All right. Once we start pushing that, I would on here fell back from this and start pushing the Wake Up gear. So if you go on my IG, you'll see that I got that in the bio. You could just click one of them pages. You click the Wake Up apparel page. Go over there. We got hoodies, we got beanies, we got hats, we got slides, and it's going to be hoodie season again. So we get ready to come back. Yeah, you go there, go into the bio. You'll see it right up there at the top. Up there it says Wake Up Apparel, and you go right there and they'll check out some merch, man. Right there, you see the hoodie right there on the page, right there.
What days do your show air?
Wednesday nights, Taj Longino Show, Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You catch me on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and also if you really want to follow the show, download the app. The app is available on iOS and Android. You can sign up for free. You can become a member, get the exclusive content, get the interviews early. You know what I mean? So we also got the we definitely got, we got the mobile app as well. But the wake up gear, man, I love it, man, because it's different, and I'm going to add some more things to it, to the designs, and it has a purpose behind it. Like we're going to add something else to it, and people will see it when they come out this season. But it's wake up is all about waking you up if you sleep behind the wheel mentally.
Right.
If you are a person that is an emotional thinker versus using your intelligence, we're trying to just get you. We're just trying to lace you. You know what I mean? As D40 said, we're just trying to lace you with some game, with some knowledge, with some information that you may not be aware of. Man, we're trying to wake you up because you and a whole lot of other people, not you, Hank, but I'm saying a lot of people are just asleep mentally, man. And it's time for everybody to wake up because, truth be told, man, it's ugly out here and the shit about to get worse.
It most definitely is. So any other things you got going on outside of the show in the merch?
Oh hell yeah, man. We right now I'm just heavy in trying to business really is my side, is really the thing we pushing on side. We're working really hard. I got my team working really hard on finding businesses that we can invest into. Matter of fact, before I came on the show, a buddy of mine's a barber, and they have like this mobile barbershop van customized thing going on that's promoted on IG, and he's looking for some investors. I'm getting ready. I already hit him up. You know what I mean? That's stuff we want to do. We just want to invest. We want to put our money where there's value at, where we can help, and that's what I got going on the side. Other than that, man, I love what I do with the Taj Longino Show. That is the bread and butter. That is first and foremost, and that's my first love. Everything come after that. So after the show is we hitting the hard, we hitting the ground running with business. You know what I mean? Whether that be crypto, stock, buying businesses, selling businesses, investing, whatever it is. But that's the whole thing after the show. But Taj Longino Show is first and foremost.
Right. Like in the documentary, you said you went to school for broadcasting, and by it being so easy now, we're just be able to hit the live button. What's some advice you would give some people, man, that's trying to get into podcasts or starting their own show?
Man, just have something that people, just have something to give people. Just don't get on here. I've seen so much bullshit, and I'm telling you, that's why I told you when the smoke clears, we're going to be the last one standing, man. Because when you care about what, I tell people this all the time, they used to hit me up about podcasts. If you ain't willing to lose money, because this don't pay on the front end.
Don't pay on the. That's why I call myself Mr. Back End.
Yeah. This don't pay on the front end. This pay on the back end. So if you're not willing to lose money and lose money for quite some time, if you're not really serious about this, don't do it. I couldn't tell you how much money I'd have put out for this since 2007. And I'm talking about plane tickets, hotels, equipment, flyers, everything, trying to keep this train running. You know what I mean? So the best advice I can give people, if you ain't serious about this, if you don't have a message or a product or a service or something of value that you really got to get, don't even waste your time with this shit. Because you're going to waste time and money. You're going to waste other people's time and money, and it ain't going to be worth it. And you're going to enter a lane that's already congested.
Right.
Right? And another thing that's really happening, a lot of these celebrities and other people, like you said, some of the people that you try to shine a light on, they might have been acting like that because they've been on other platforms where it was a waste of time because they wasn't serious about what they was doing. So people looking at media as a joke.
Right.
Because so many platforms are out here and they paying for interviews just to say they got a celebrity on the show and they're not bringing the questions of bullshit, conversation whack, you know what I mean, and all that. So if you're not serious about this thing right here, stay out of it. Because you messing it up for people like myself and Hankin TV, man, who's dead serious about this or who want to do this to the end of time, because this is a genre that we can do till we 90 years old.
Most definitely.
You see what I'm saying? So that's my message. Don't come in here if you ain't serious. If you're serious, educate yourself like anything else. Educate yourself. Understand how much, what it costs to get into this, and it's not a lot of money. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give them something real quick. This is free. You want a podcast, you want to test yourself out, go online, go to your Google Play, your Apple Store, download Anchor. Anchor is a free app that you can do on your phone. You can add music, sound effects, everything, and it is free. And they will send that your podcast out to Spotify, to Apple Podcasts, Google, I think Google Music or whatever it is. You have a lot of platforms it'll send it to, and that's free. Go on stream. I use StreamYard. Go to StreamYard.com. They have a lot of features where you can do exactly what me and Hankin's doing right now. There's things you can utilize. Things you can do that don't cost you a lot of money to see if this is really what you want to do. And don't try to go get a celebrity to start off. Start off with your family. Start off with yourself. Do some practice runs. See how are you even comfortable in front of the camera? Or are you more comfortable just talking through a microphone and doing audio? Figure all these things out before you say you're a podcaster or you're a talk show host or whatever you calling yourself, and you come out here and you saying you're doing this for real.
Right. And if somebody feel like they got some jewels to drop or something to offer, like some educational things we talking about, how can they get on the Taj Longino Show?
Taj Longino Show. Yeah, you got me on the spot right here. Everybody can't get on the show, man. You know what I mean? Right. But if you want to go on, if you would like to submit a request to go on the show, it's business@TajLonginoShow.com. Right. So if you go on my IG page, click email. That email will take you straight to where you need to go. Send that email, and we'll get back with you. And if it is something of value, if you're an artist and the music is solid, if I love the music, I'm gonna interview you. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Right.
I'm going to interview, and I'm going to analyze. I'm gonna break your album down. If I really like it, I'm gonna interview you. If you got a product, or you got a product that I like, you ain't even got to be big time. If you got a product I like, I'm gonna interview you. If you got a service that I fuck with, I'm gonna interview you. You dig what I'm saying? And bring the value to the show. Again, we education through entertainment. We need to educate you, a new hot artist. We need to educate them on your hotness. If you got a hot product, we need to interview. Make sure you get that product out to the people who may or may not know you. So that's what they can do.
And then by you being so deep in the industry, I'm quite sure they can also pick up some jewels from you and some of your past interviews.
Almost definitely, man. And one of the things I want to tell them, this is the entertainment business. This ain't for the weak. This ain't for the soft-hearted. If you are weak spiritually, if you are weak mentally, this game ain't for you. And that's the podcast game too now. Right. Because we all got to go through them gatekeepers. We all got to go through them doors that a lot of people went through. And they ain't come out the same way. So if you're not strong mentally, you ain't strong inside, you ain't got God in your life, if you ain't tight up here, it's going to be hard for you. This is the entertainment business. Remember that.
Most definitely.
And if you need some help, if you need me to, just read between that. Right.
And before we go, man, go ahead and tell the people again where they can reach you at.
Man, www.TajLonginoShow.com. Or you can go to the IG at Taj. Everything is Taj Longino Show. Twitter, TikTok, Thread, YouTube, Facebook. It's all Taj Longino Show. And like I said, man, wake up, goddammit, and each one, reach one, teach one.
That's definitely what's up. I'm gonna tell you now, be looking for my email.
I got you. We're gonna, you know what? If your topic is hip hop, we definitely go. I'm surprised you ain't asking no hip hop questions, man. We're gonna definitely get into some hip hop. So we're gonna talk some hip hop for real.
Right. So I will ask you, who was one of your most favorite interviews so far?
That's a good question. I'm gonna give you several. Michael Eric Dyson, Tony Muhammad of The Nation. I've had a lot of them. From a fan, okay, let me answer that two ways. From a fan standpoint, Bone Thugs and Harmony. Because when I met them guys, I was 14 when they first came out. And when they came to Nap and performed, I had a chance to meet up with Crazy. It was Crazy, Wish, and Flesh. I don't think Lazy and Busy wasn't there, but I had a chance to talk with Crazy Bone, man. I loved it. And I had to get my fan moment for a second,
Right.
and then I was able to get into my interview. You know what I mean? But as far as like just cold, man, Michael Eric Dyson, Tony Muhammad, just because of the shit he said on that interview, man, the stuff that he dropped on me was, I hardly talked because I just let that brother go. You know, Jay Prince, of course, Martin Lawrence, just because, you know, that's just Martin. But right there, I'm gonna leave it at that for right now. I'm drawing. You get me with one real quick. I wasn't expecting that one.
Right. I'm trying to educate the people. We definitely gonna have to do it again, man, because we both kind of got something going on in the background. I want to ask you, man, what's one of the? You can give me more than one. What's something you love about what you do?
Oh man, one of the things I love about what I do is I get a chance to speak my voice, give my opinion on my life experiences, the knowledge I gained over the years, stuff I've been through, all that. God damn it. Sorry about that. Keep forgetting about that. Two, when, like I just said about the Bone Thugs, when you get a chance to run into somebody that you grew up watching,
right?
You get a chance to speak to them, man, that's priceless, man. That's priceless. And you know, I just honestly, I remember I was a rapper first, so I just love being on the mic. Period. So it's just it's that aspect of it. So those are the things I love about what I do. And you can really change lives with this if you do it the right way.
You definitely can, man. Like you say, you educating people. Like you say, you touching on the business. You know what I'm saying? You're shining a light on a person that they might just need that push. Like we said, we never know who's watching.
Exactly.
So it definitely can change lives. But this is what we're going to do for the people. I definitely got some more questions I want to ask. So we're going to drive some traffic over there. Be looking for part 2 of this. But we're going to do this on your channel. You know what I'm saying? I ain't putting you on the spot. I'm going to send you the email, and I can give you my word, man. I make the cut. Like I said.
I got you, man. We already locked in.
Right. But outside of that, I definitely make the cut because I got some things going on we haven't talked about yet. You know what I'm saying? And once you do your research on me, you're like, oh yeah, this guy he fit the criteria.
All right, I got you. Hey, when you send it, I'm gonna go through it now.
Yeah, the same way I went through that documentary. I told you I watched it a few times. You know.
I appreciate it. Let me ask you something before I know we got to. Me and you both got to go in a way. What was your biggest takeaway? That's my one question when people watch the documentary. What's the biggest takeaway?
My biggest takeaway was all the things you did. You know what I'm saying? You went from the music. You hooked up with the people at Hype Magazine.
Mm-hmm.
You did the show and you progressing. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like once the music was over, you gave up on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You put into yourself. You went to school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and one thing I want to tell people, man, let me lead with this. Let me lead the people with this. Let's say you want to be an artist, whether you're an artist, an actor, photographer, model, talk show, whatever. Let's say you are struggling getting in through that front door the way you want to go. You might got to go through the back. I started out wanting to rap. Rap didn't work for me going through the front door. I had to come through the back, and now I'm in media. So guess what I can do now if I really want to come back out as a rapper again? It's easy for me now.
You done built the relationships.
I done built the relationships. I done built the audience. Excuse me. And so now, if I want to come back, I can do that now, and I understand the game. I was a young dude. I was a young bull when I came out first. I didn't know what I was doing, but now I understand. I understand now because I've grown, matured, learned. So now I can do it again if I wanted to. I could bust that move now. So what I want to tell people is, it ain't always got to go through the front door. Sometimes you got to sneak in through the back.
Right. Most definitely. And you also already got a hardened skin for the nose when they come.
Oh yeah, they definitely coming. You ain't got to worry about that. They definitely coming. So get ready. And if you can't handle a no, man, this ain't the business for you. Trust me. Actually, let me tell you something. I look for the no's.
Right.
I'm surprised when I get the yeses. That's how I train myself.
Right, most definitely. That's what's up, man. A few people in the comments already saying to subscribe, man. I wish you much success. Like I said, I'm gonna be hitting you up. I'm gonna be checking you out. I already been going through your catalog, and I see so many similarities. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt, man. But man, Midwest stand up, Dayton stand up, Naptown stand up, and just remember, man, do not quit. I tell people that all the time. Do not quit. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give a fuck what your family say, your friends, your haters, and all that social media. If you really got a talent, that you can nurture to something, don't quit. It's only a matter of time. It's only over when you quit.
It's only over when you quit. And like you said, what did I take away from it? And that's one of the things, like I said, you didn't quit.
Nah. I ain't gonna tell you how old I am, but I still ain't quit.
Right. I'm in the same boat. You know what I'm saying? I already know. You know, like I said, I did 15 years in the joint, so them 15 years don't count. So I'm really right on time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and look at you now. You know what I mean? So some of them brothers, they went back. Some of them brothers, didn't make it. You know what I mean? You out here, so you got a job to do. You here for a reason. You got a job to do, and that's people got to understand. God wake you up the next day, you still got a job to do. Your job ain't finished yet.
Most definitely, man. I appreciate you for coming through, man. I'm definitely gonna be hitting you up.
No doubt, man. You have a good one. Be safe, brother.
All right, you too.
Wake up, goddammit.
You already know. All right. That was my guy Taj, man. If you came in late, man, roll it back and check it out, man. He kind of has some things going on. I kind of had some unexpected things going on. I definitely have some more questions for him. Like I said, we're gonna drive some traffic over to his channel. We're gonna do part 2. I'm gonna go on his channel. They was dropping the link in the comments. If you haven't, man, hit the link, man. Buy my book. Check out my book, Hankin in Love with the Game. I also got the Hankin TV brand merch on there. Check that out. I appreciate everybody for coming through, man. If you got a moderator stick, go ahead and drop your link in the chat. Anybody, if you see anybody, somebody drop Cam's link for me in the chat too, please. And I thank everybody for coming through. And for the people out there, man, in the started channels, man, or they trying to do podcasting, man, or they trying to do broadcasting, don't get frustrated about the numbers, man, because everything is a grind. Everything is a grind, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like the dope game. You don't start off rolling. You got to start off with a quarter, then you get a half, then you get a whole. And one of my things I believe in, it ain't about how many people see it, man. It's about who see it. You know what I'm saying? As long as you put in what you're supposed to put in, the numbers and stuff gonna come, man. Like I said, man, I appreciate everybody for coming through. I got some more dope interviews coming up. If you ain't checked them out, man, go back and check them out. I'm gonna catch y'all in a minute. I'm out.